Good morning. I'm back and I'm going to be telling you today is how to get more sales on your website and in your store. So I'm going to actually show you on a couple of my clients' websites what they're doing. And what I recommend to do is because you can actually increase your sales by just doing a couple of little tweaks, sometimes not such little tweaks, but just little tweaks just to get more sales on your website. And there are ways to get more sales on your website. You can do your emails, you can blog, you can advertise, you can obviously, Facebook ads and Google ads, LinkedIn ads, or Instagram ads, all the ads that on social media. You can be on social media on a regular basis. But if your foundation isn't really well um, thought out and designed, then it doesn't matter because your store, your website has to be correctly set out, which will gain the trust. And your customers need to like you to come onto your website and understand what you're selling. So I'm going to be showing you on Linda. Hi, Linda. Great to see you. Okay, I'm going to be showing you on, as I said, on a couple of my clients' websites. And let me see if I can do it right now. So here we go. So this is a skincare company, and the first thing that you need to think about is adding a telephone number on or an address on your website. Because if you don't have a communication with your customers, how are they going to connect to you, right? So first thing is, how am I going to talk to this person if I have a problem on the site? I want to call her because I don't know you how to use a product or have a question about her ingredients, and I like to talk to people. So put your telephone number on the website. But let's start. Um, put my thing back on my camera, and then we'll start on. Okay, how am I going to do this? And by the way, I'm in a different environment today, so I'm not on my boat. I'm actually visiting my daughter-in-law and my grandbabies. So I'm on my knees chatting to guys on my camera and my computer. So I'm not in my normal environment. So you've got to excuse me when I'm going backwards and forwards. Okay, so let's talk about your website. So you had a look at what she was selling. You knew immediately she's selling skincare. You can see on her menu she's selling skincare. You can see on her pictures. And if you're looking further on her website, you can actually see she is selling skincare. So the biggest thing is that you got to not confuse your customers. You got to sell and provide one solution to whatever you're selling. You can't sell skincare and clothes and whatever else you're thinking about. You got to sell one thing. Got to have one solution. She sells skincare. Okay, so if you're looking at some of these other sites, I'll open up another one. Tribe, Her Tribe, Tribe Athletics. I want to show you some, and we are rearranging this website right now. But so she has got, that she's selling athletic stuff, right? You immediately know what she's selling. Now you have the Missing Piece Puzzle Company, right? So you come into the website, boom, puzzles. Everywhere is puzzles. Even her Made in America is puzzles. Her domain name is puzzles. You know what she's selling is puzzles. So when you're selling something, you got to make sure that you are selling one niche market, not 10, not skincare and puzzles and other stuff. You're just confusing your customers. You are not going to be Amazon. You are whatever you're selling. So brand yourself, one niche market. Don't confuse your customers. That's number one. I have my notes here. Let me get to my notes. So the next thing is authority, right? So prove to people that you know what you're talking about. So when you're selling skincare, you have to have the knowledge of selling skincare. If you are if triathletics, if she's selling sports equipment, she knows because she's running and exercising, so she knows what she's selling. I've had somebody chat to me about, what should they be selling. You only can sell something that you're passionate about. If you can talk about something, about your product, and tell people about your product, and you're passionate about your product, then it'll sell because you are the authority. So know your product intimately. Okay, create FAQs. Let's go back to the website again. Give your customers lots of information. How do I get back here again? Let me see. I can't see this because this light is in my face. Got to have a light, baby. Too many wrinkles. Okay, so you got to have FAQs. Okay, so if your customer doesn't know how to, for instance, here, upload the images. They need to know how to upload the images. So Donna has lots of information here. FAQs, how to ship, how to return stuff. Okay, she doesn't return stuff because it's personal, but you got to tell people, okay, I'm not returning stuff. This is personalized. So if you buy this, it's yours, baby, unless it's damaged, right? But you got to tell your customers what you're doing. So be the authority on your website. Create a blog and talk about your product. Make sure that shipping information is on there and tell them exactly what they need to know about your shipping information. So I've seen a website where there's nothing. There's no shipping, there's no returns, there's no privacy policy. You've got to have a privacy policy on your website. And Donna actually has California disclosure stuff as well, but she sells to California. So make sure you know what's happening in your industry and in the states that you're selling to, because you've got to make sure that you agree with that you are in agreement with the regulations, right? So again, as I said, and then become the authority. Okay, so on your product page, create a information about what the product's about, why they should buy your product, um, what the product is made of. So have as much information on your product as possible. Don't just have the product and that's it. You've got to have the shipping information, the returns, the return information, your FAQ. You've got to have reviews on your page as well, because all those things will give your customers more confidence in buying from you. If I go onto a website and I'm buying stuff and they don't have any of that information, I want to know immediately, how long does this product take to get to me? How, if I don't like it, how am I going to return it? Okay, so they don't take returns. Okay, what if it's damaged? How can I return it? All that information. And so you have your shipping information, you have your returns. Create a FAQ where you have all your information all the way down the page so they can actually search it and have a look at it as well when they're in the FAQs. So it makes a huge help. Have a help center, right? Where they're going to solve their problem. And then authority, all right? So you want your customers to really get to know you. And the way to do that is to have an amazing about page. So I've just created this one, and I'll show you the ones on the other sites as well. So have an amazing about page. Tell them about your product, where it's from. This one's from Africa. Who's making the products, right? Our artists in action, who the owner is, and a story, right? The materials, we're showing them the materials. Okay, this is not finished, but I mean, this is what you have to have on your page. So we have Donna. Okay, so let's look at Donna's about page. And she's also still working. So, and I keep telling people, work on your about page all the time, because this is where people come to and get to know you and actually look at, oh wow, I really love this lady. I think I'm going to buy puzzles from her, because you have 2,000 people popping onto your website and 10 people might buy. okay? But people are coming out to check you out. They come onto your website and they want to check you out, okay? She's got Made in America. I mean, she's eco-friendly. She was a champion in the small business, blah, 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 right? So if you're looking at Kelly's, let me see where Kelly's is. About page. Kelly's about page, probably at the bottom. Our story. So she is talking about her story. And so she talks about who she is, what her experience is, and make it readable, have lots of images, have better, where she connected. She writes for Better Living 50 and have a contact page, have a contact information that they can get hold of you, okay? So those are some of the few things you can do on your website to actually get more sales. And you're going, right, I should advertise more. I should be doing some whatever else. But believe me, this stuff really works. I mean, we've implemented it and it really works. So, so become the authority. So when you are blogging, right, you're creating that information for your customers, and you are telling them about why they should use a particular product. You don't just punt your product all the time. Why they should use a certain ingredient. Why they shouldn't use a certain ingredient. What makes a good puzzle? What doesn't make a good puzzle? What should you do with a puzzle? And Donna wrote a blog on how to glue a puzzle together. And it did amazingly because she posted it everywhere. I had a question in my workshop this morning about what to do with a blog. You can post it on Facebook, post it on LinkedIn. You can post it on an image of it and a link of it in Instagram. Post it in Pinterest. Post it on Facebook Notes. Hey, go away. And get people to come back to your website. Post it in an email. So you can really, really get people to look at what are you talking about. And if you're talking about stuff in your niche market, that's where you want people to be. You want them to say, hey, she really knows her stuff and she's really enthusiastic about it. Come and let's go and shop in her store. So then we come to communications. And remember, we've talked about communications as well, right? So communication is amazing, amazing. So you think that people would actually call you. No, they don't. I mean, you get some people that call you, but not a lot of people call you, okay? So Kelly has her, I'm going to put this to the side. Kelly has her telephone number here. And believe me, hardly anybody calls her. She has, Donna has her telephone number. I'm sure she has got her telephone number somewhere around here. No, she doesn't actually. But people do call her. I know that, but she was always talking to them. So what we also have is, so if you don't want to put your telephone number, you got to have an address because people trust people if they have an address. If somebody doesn't have an address and you go, you know what, we've got so many scams and stuff going online, we really, really don't want to shop here. And so the other thing I want to show you, I think you can see it clearer on Kelly's website, is this little chat here. So you have a little chat and you can actually chat to people. So we actually implemented it on all the websites, and I can't see it on this one. We have it on this one as well, but and I can't, it's not popping up now because I've probably deactivated it. But Donna, for instance, with a missing piece puzzle company, has people online and they go, how do I upload my products? And she has actually seen an increase in her sales because she's had a chat function on her website. So with Shopify, you can get Messenger on your website as a chat. And I don't really like it because it looks a bit, but I have used HubSpot, and I might actually go and because HubSpot does a chat with it as well. But you can get a chat from anywhere, and we don't pay for it, by the way. I like things cheaply if they work, right? If they work. So back again to my main image here. Right. So get information on your store that people can communicate with you. Your sales will increase. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. So, and I've got one quick tip. I don't think it's in my notes actually. One quick tip: social media, obviously, contact information on social media, contact information obviously on your email. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to send the email out. Here's one other thing: if you had a thank you video on your thank you page, wouldn't that be amazing? And so not a lot of people are doing it. Just a thank you video saying a normal, and you can do this outside, a normal video that you create with your phone, pop it onto your thank you page and go, thank you for shopping with us. Ha, that's amazing, right? That's amazing. So, yeah, this is a biggie. Okay, people, I would say a lot of store owners are not improving the images. The images are really, really bad. And so people are come onto your website and into your store and the images don't look good, then you don't feel like shopping from them. Just remember, people can't taste, they can't smell, they can't touch your product. So you have to have that product up beautifully in their face, so they can actually see the product. And here's the thing: if you had a couple of videos on your store that show them how to use your product, I mean, that's even more amazing. Or how to, I think Donna has one there where she shows them how to upload the product, right? Even more amazing. A little video showing them what to do. And so if you had a little video showing your customers how to, if they bought the product. Oh, wow, now you had a customer that's bought the product and they've created a little video for you, and it can be short and sweet, and you put it on your website. That is golden, absolutely golden. So you want to make sure that obviously your product images have to be relevant to your product, obviously. Big products, nice and big, so they can zoom in onto the product. Have different um, different ways of displaying the product: front, side, back, you know. And why not add some what they're going to find in the packet? Okay, so they're going to get this packet. What is the packet going to look like? Make it interesting. Make it very, very eye-catching. There was something else. Okay, lifestyle pictures, right? Add some lifestyle photos to your product pages. Have about 4 to 6 images on your product page, not just one. Create as many as possible. Create them in the normal environment with the grass behind them, because it really pops the images, right? So make sure that is exactly so. It is all about presenting your product the best way possible, right? And that means beautiful images, beautiful images. And if you are drop shipping or you're selling products that are not your own, you're selling somebody else's products and the photos aren't good, I use PixelZ, PIXELZ.com. I upload my products that take the background out. It looks beautiful. I download it and I can do anything with it. So I don't have to have really crappy photos online that don't attract my customers. So um, one other thing, okay. Having really having your customers connect with you when they come on a product page. Have your button be bright and beautiful. Has to be noticeable. Has to pop out at you, because if it doesn't, it sort of blends in the background. That doesn't attract them. So your CTA, your call to action, has to be in their face. Buy this now. Add to cart, but with a nice, beautiful popping color. Obviously, that blends in with your um, with your brand, but make sure that you always have that popping color that pops out on the product page. And have you, okay, so here I'll have to show you again. Let me get back to online. I don't know where my mouse is. I can't find my mouse. Okay, so I'm going to show you online again what I mean. Okay, so you see here the I don't know if you can see this icon here. You can see this. Okay, popping, 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 right? So let's go onto one of her products and see what happens. Okay, so okay, yeah, we're actually getting there. Right. So we're getting into one of her products and you can see it pops, right? This should actually be a little bit bigger. It depends on your template, right? So we go back to, and I hope the buttons are, and I keep telling people the buttons have to be big. Okay. So she has a little video how to actually use her products. How can I get out of this? I can't actually see properly, but she has a little video how to use her products. That's what you also need, okay? So her button also, it pops, okay? You can see her button pops. And then I'll immediately go into the trust factor. We have this trust factor. And how can I, actually, let me take my computer to here and I can do that. Take it out. Because otherwise I can't see my mouse. Okay. Trust factor. So when somebody comes on your website, there has to be trust that they can put their credit card into the checkout and trust you. Okay, so how are they going to do that? A, they're going to trust you because they're going to read about your story. B, you're going to have all the telephone numbers. They can chat to you. They know there's an actual person that will come back to them and service them and have fantastic customer service. Okay, and then one of the big things is to have a trust factor. Where's my mouse? Can't see my mouse. Okay, trust factor. Normally under the buy button, guarantees safe checkout. Okay, and Kelly has quality products and made in America and paraben free or something like that. But so you see, you've got to have those as well on your product page, and then also the social buttons, so they know that they can share the products with somebody else. This is actually very important to have that share button. So you can also see here what we have is on the same page, on the product page, we have benefits, we have skin type, we have skincare, we have ingredients, all her ingredients on her page. And then she has a little bit of description benefits right below, but you can notice now that that button does not disappear below the line. Okay, this is the line that you have to see that button when they're on the page. So test the button. Obviously, it's not going to really work when they're on the phone, but make it as high as possible as you can. Don't have long descriptions here. Tuck those long descriptions below the button, okay? That's what you need to do. Tuck it below the button. And then, as you can see, lots of beautiful pictures she has here. I love this baby picture, okay, that she has on this page, where you can see different ways of different ideas of using her product. So, okay, let's get back to the big screen. And I think I have about 5 minutes left. Okay, so the other thing is to get more sales. So this will all contribute to more sales. I promise you, if you just add these tiny little things, and it's not just immediate, it's like an ongoing thing that people come to your website, they see the trust things, they get to know you, you have an amazing about page, you have a telephone number, they can chat to you, they'll go off. But they will remember, they'll come back because they know that they really like the site for some reason. It's beautiful, it pops at them, your products look gorgeous, they'll come back and hopefully they'll buy, right? Because remember, the conversion rate is only between below 5.5% to, I've seen 4.5 to 5% conversion rates if you do these things, okay? So as I said, there's a lot of things you can do to get more sales, emails and blogs and blah 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 and all the other stuff. But these little things, if your foundation isn't good, then it doesn't matter what you do outside your store or your website. If your foundation isn't properly developed and made beautiful, people won't stay because we are all visual. Anything that you see online that's visual, you click on. Anything that you like online, and if you like the images, you'll click on it, right? Right? Okay. So that's what you got to remember. What you do, your customers are doing as well. So every time you go shopping online, start noticing what you like to see. And some of the stuff is all subliminal. La, 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 la. So, so it's we're not really noticing them, but we are noticing them because we're looking at it, and our brain is taking it in and saying, this is trust. Okay, they've telephone number. I can call this person if there's something wrong with this product. So there's one last tip I want to tell you guys. One last tip. I've got 3 minutes. I have an LOL strategy, and it's not something laughing acronym. LOL strategy is listen to your customer, see what they need, and not what you think they need. So get that information on your page, okay? Offer them something more than what they expect, and they'll come back. So offer them that authority, offer them that security, offer them that safe feeling that they can come back and put their credit card in, and it's a safe website. Look after your customer. Make them feel special, and they will stay. And that last one is, when they buy from you, remember to acknowledge them, to make them feel special. And one quick tip, how about sending them a handwritten card? Oh, have you ever had that? It's amazing, right? I used to use it all the time in my recruiting company, and my clients are using it in the sales in the stores, and it works. It absolutely works. So look after your customers. See if they're okay. See if your products are okay. See if there are any problems with your products. Don't be scared to ask if there are any problems with your products, because if there were, you want to rather solve the problem than not. Okay. So again, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Veronica Jeans. I'm an e-commerce business consultant, e-commerce expert, and I'm a Shopify expert as well. And I will get your products up and running, selling, and making money. So I can also, let's see if I'm online. Yes, I'm online. So I have a special free gift is, I have a 5-day challenge. If you don't have a store, I have a 5-day challenge for free starting on Monday. I'll put the link in the chat. Did I put it in? No, I haven't put the link in. I'll put the link in the chat. And I have a book coming out all about e-commerce and Shopify and what to do step for step for step. And it is going to be amazing. We're launching it in 2 weeks. I will probably be back on talking about it, and I will have a link for next time. I'm coming back on Wednesday. Next time to actually put it online. Haha. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My knees are killing me because I'm standing on my knees. I didn't even have a seat. So I had to make do with whatever I had today. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope this helps you. If it does, if you need any help, let me know. You can always PM me, and go onto my website is veronicajeans.com, and I'm on Facebook, veronicajeansmentor.com. Yeah. Yes, Uganda, Africa. Yes, I'm from Namibia. Hi, we're from Africa. Woo. Okay, I thank you for popping in, and I hope this helped you as well. If not, just let me know in a comment, and I'll connect with you. Okay, thank you so much for popping in. Bye.